Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Parc Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be knocked down. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
The Demon Deacons in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Grab near the marker, it's Ware. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Brings up 2nd down.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got it, looking for a first. And the Demon Deacons will move the sticks. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's caught downfield. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Demon Deacs.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
7, Georgia State, 0.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these guys are the leaders. These guys get everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Potts. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia State.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, he unleashes a long one. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
14, Georgia State.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Offense getting set for first down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete to the left. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Got a man, it's James. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense doing business in the red zone. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The Demon Deacons headed quickly to the line.
Brings up second down.
He wants to pass it on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They'll run the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes a move. Touchdown, Panthers! How about the special teams coming up with a huge play?
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Paul, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. And he's... into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. He makes the connection. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires on the move. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ware. Touchdown, Wake. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. You can't let our serve get broken.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Feeling some heat. Got it in the middle. It's James. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Pressure coming. Makes a connection. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Motion from the offense. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Sometimes you just got to give credit. Like, we had it covered. We knew it was a pass. Everything covered underneath, but the quarterback does such a good job of making that second play something special, pulling it down, getting the 1st down pretty easy.
They're trying to get to it. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Just about set for the second half kickoff.
Georgia State, 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Panthers are rolling down the field. Off the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
You're down, obviously, we had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Lining up for the PAT. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. The Demon Deacons will hustle to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Might as well give it to him again. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ware. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Touchdown, Wake Forest. They take the lead with the 6. PAT unit on the field.
And what a push. This offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Georgia State, 28.
Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Potts. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The short hands. It's James. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Georgia State. What a catch and run for 6. Lining up to add another. Let's see. He can block. He can catch. He can run. Yeah, let's forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, and make plays for the quarterback.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there.
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that 1st drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo. Going up top on 1st down. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. 2nd down coming up. Rides to the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense has it. They're going the other way.
You know, for quarterbacks, ball security is so important, especially when you're in the pocket. I know you're downfield and you're focusing on what's happening with the coverage, but you got to know these guys up front. They're coming after you, and they're trying to swat that ball away. You have got to keep two hands on the football at all times.
And the Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, the ground game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Demon Deacs. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Gets it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They want to just keep throwing it. Snagged in the middle. It's Potts. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Panthers have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. On first down from the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Looking for the score. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And the offense makes the... This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't...